Hey geometry kids, welcome to 2.2 conditional statements. Alright, let's just get on with it. What is a conditional statement? Good question. I'm happy you asked. A conditional statement. Hold on. Sorry, that's just the doorbell. Alright, a conditional is an if-then statement because the then is conditional to the if. If the if happens, the then's going to happen. Right? And over here you have the symbols in which you're going to use for it. Alright? So we have if P, then Q. That's how this is read. If P, then Q. Oh, it says right here. If P, then Q. If Q happens, P could happen. Is going to happen if it's true. Alright? The hypothesis is the P. The conclusion is the Q. Alright? You guys should learn about this in bio. Back in the day. Where your hypothesis and conclusion of the conditional, if an angle measures 130 degrees, then the angle is obtuse. Well, the if is your hypothesis, and the then is your conclusion. Is that true? Yeah, it is. If your angle is 130, it's bigger than 90. That's obtuse. Alright? Angle measures 30, hypothesis. Angle is obtuse is conclusion. Alright, how can you write dolphins are mammals as a conditional? Alright, I'm actually going to try something fancy here. I'm going to type this in because I'm type quicker than everything. What do you mean you can't start the keyboard? You can do whatever you want. Alright. Alright, so let's try this. How can you write that? How can I type it? If an animal is a dolphin, then it is a mammal. We have a hypothesis. If you find an animal is a dolphin, and conclusion, it's a mammal, which they are. They give milk to young. They have whiskers. Right? All the stuff you'd expect from mammals. They also have finger bones. Ooh, they do. Old bio teacher talking here. Alright? Alright. Now, the true value. We don't have a lie detector test for these. We can't hook them up and be like, are you telling the truth? And watch the little needle go. So, it's easier to disprove something than to prove it. To disprove, you just need one counterexample. Alright? So it's much easier to disprove than prove. Number 3A. Let's tell if it's true or false. False. If a month has 28 days, then it is February. True or false? Right now, yell at your screen. Oh, this isn't the same time. That is false. September has 28 days, plus some. All months do. So that is old joke, but it works. They all have 28 days. At least 28 days. Let's look at B. If two angles form a linear pair, then they are supplementary. Well, if two angles make a straight line, and the angle of a straight line is 180 degrees, then that is 110% true. Alright? The negation, negative, minus, opposite, not. Other words that mean that is written as squiggle P. That means not P. Or I'm going to write like this, not P. Whenever you see that, it means not. So if your statement is the sky is blue, you're not P, be the sky is not blue. It depends what your definition of sky is. Hui caramba. Note writing. Enjoy this. I know you will. We're going to go through lots of examples of these. So you have your conditional. If P, then Q. If a measure of angle 15 or A is 15 degrees, then A is a Q. It's your original conditional. Now your converse is the reverse. You flip it. Instead of if P then Q, you do if Q then P. Alright? Why is my roof leaking? Sorry, I'm gonna go off screen for a second. I need to find. How's my highlighter not part of this? That's silly. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, man. What'd I do? Alright. So you can see we switched our P and our Q. Converse is the reverse. So we would say if angle A is acute, then measure of angle A is 15. Is that always true? No, what if your angle's 30? That's still acute, and it's not 15 degrees. 30 doesn't equal 15. What am I doing? I'm like stuck. Yeah. I'm not using my broke chair. Alright. I digress. I'm an embarrassment to myself. The inverse, do you see how there's an N in it? Inverse means you negate it. It's the opposite of your original. So, see those signs? Not P, then not Q. So if measure of angle A is not 15, then A is not acute. That's true for that specific statement. Well, if it's 30 degrees, that's not 15, and it is acute. So that's not always true. Next, we got the contrapositive. This would be like your converse and your inverse had a baby. They fell in love, got married, had a kid. Called it the contrapositive. That's you flip them and you negate them. You do two things to it. Alright? And this one says if angle A is not acute, then it is not 15 degrees. And that is true, because if you're not acute, you can't be 15 degrees. Alright? Oh, look, right here. Your conditional and contrapositive are always equivalent statements. If one is true, they're both true. Your converse and inverse are not always true based on your conditional. Alright? Equivalent, equal. I'm going to type this in. Big box. Big box things on. Alright, so we need to find converse, inverse, contrapositive. Let's do converse. So we have if a vegetable is a carrot and it contains beta-carotene. Converse, we reverse them. We go Q then P. So we start with if a vegetable has beta-carotene, then it is a carrot. Is that true? No, because lots of... What else is beta-carotene? Peppers have beta-carotene, and they are not carrots. So this is false. Flash. False. Let's do our inverse. Remember, inverse is if not P, then not Q. Little squiggle, P, then squiggle, Q. So we take our above statement, if a vegetable is a carrot. So if a vegetable is not a carrot, I add a not, then it is not, it does not have beta-carotene. And this one is, again, peppers aren't carrots, and they have beta-carotene, so that's also false. Actually, you guys know that peppers are not vegetables. They're fruiting bodies, as they have seeds. Ask me about it in class tomorrow. Whoa, my hair, what happened to it? Contrapositive. Now, so we flip it and knot it. Alright? So, if a vegetable does not have beta-carotene, then it's not a carrot. That's true. Because if it doesn't have beta-carotene, it can't be a carrot. Carotene, carrot makes sense. All right? Enjoy. Prepare to do some writing tomorrow. Sorry. Have a good day.